Hello, my name is Sean, and today I'll be covering White Cipher. So, just like all ciphers, I'm just going to get every screen here.
There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
XIPQP, and then a number 10121, and finally we have this SASICNTE, followed by FACTOJEI. Just enough items, if anyone has heard of modded Minecraft. But anyway, so first step, base Caesar cipher. For this, we're going to use our encrypted word from the top screen and the number on the middle screen of page 1 as well. The number in the middle was used to shift the alphabetic positions of each of the letters of the encrypted word, A from A equals 1 to Z equals 26. But this number is not in base 10. So to figure out which base this number is in, we're going to take the sum of the alphanumeric positions of the letters in the encrypted word. So all we gotta do is make O, so O is 15 plus X-ray is 24 plus India, I think that's 9. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Yeah, that's 9 plus P, that's 16 plus Q is 17 plus 16. Let's get out a calculator actually to handle this. So 15 plus 24 plus 9 plus 16 plus 17 plus 16. Just look at this again. 6 is 97. Then we're going to module this number by 8. So I'm going to mod this by 8, which gives us 1 plus 2, and we'll add 2 to this number, which is plus 2, makes it 3. So, and this represents the base that our number is in. So, now we have to try to convert this number from base 3 to base 10. So, for each of the digits, we're going to start at the left one, and this will represent 0. This will represent 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now all these numbers represent the powers of 3 for each one. So 3 to the power of 0 will be equal to 1. 3 to the power of 1 is 3. 3 to the power of 2 would be 9. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. And finally, 3 to the power of 4, and we can do it like this, 3 to the power of 4 is 81. So that represents all the powers of 3, and then you have to do it by 3 in order to get the actual numbers. Then for each of these numbers here, we're going to take 81 times the number that's above it, so this would be 1, and that will equal 81. And then 27 times 0 equals 0. Then 9 times 1 equals 9. 3 times 2 equals 6. And finally, 1 times 1 equals 1. And all I got to do is take the sum of all these numbers. So 81 plus 9 plus 6 plus 1, of course, obviously add 0. This will basically equal 97. And that is the actual offset that it's going by. And just to make things easier, we're going to mod this by 26, so that way we get a number between 0 and 25. That is going to be 19. So now, after converting this number to base 10, we're going to add the number to each of the encrypted word using its alphanumeric position. So A equals 1, B equals 2, Y equals 25, but Z also equals 0. And we're going to module by 26 and convert them back into a letter to get our new encrypted word. So O is in fact a 15 plus 19 equals 34. I think I can do modules like this. Yeah, modules 26 equals 8. That is going to turn itself into an H. So X-ray is a 24 plus 19 equals that. Modulus 26 is 17. That's a Q. Next is I, which is 9 plus 19 equals 28. Modulus 26 equals 2. That is a Bravo. Then we have, that's pi. Clear that out. So that's going to be P is 16 plus 19 equals 35. Modulo 26 gives us 9. 9 is India. Quebec is 17 plus 19 equals 36. Modulo 26 gives us 10. HI, that's a J. Also. And then P, because we already had a P earlier, that means this P is also going to be I. And that is our new encrypted word. The next step to this is grill transposition. For this, we're going to use the 8 letter keys that we have here from the top and middle screen of page 2. We're going to concatenate these two strings with the top screen going first and the middle screen going second. And we're going to turn this into a 4x4 grid of 16 letters. So then we're going to use this grid below, rotating it 90 degrees clockwise an X number of times, where X is equal to the number of ports. So for this instance, the number of ports was 5, so it rotated 5 times. So we have 0 ports, so there won't be any ports whatsoever. So let me just do something like this. And I'm going to label some dashes here to represent spaces. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the X's here, here, and of course here and here. Now all this will do is we should rotate it by a number of ports, but there's 0 ports, so we don't have to rotate it. So all we gotta do next is follow these following instructions. We're going to take the letters in the reading order of the X's that are placed on this grid. So first is the S in that position, then the E, then the A and T. Okay? So I'm going to crop those out. So S, E, of course, A and T. And then we need to rotate this entire thing by 1 clockwise. So this X is going to go right over there. These 2 X's is going to rotate 90 degrees down here. And finally, this X is getting rotated 90 degrees clockwise in this direction. Alright. Next, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same thing again. Treat the X's in the reading order. So that's going to be an I grabbed from that position. That's an N from that position. And that's going to be J and E right there. And then we need to flip this again, 90 degrees clockwise. And of course, if you don't want to, there's a whole position list over here that will help you how to rotate and stuff like that. So the X up there would rotate down here. The 2 X's here would rotate like so over here. And this X over here will rotate to here. You'll see it be part of this grid right here. And just for further clarification, I am rotating it 90 degrees clockwise, this whole thing on the right. And just to make sure, I'll remove this I, the N from here, and the J and E from there. So next, we have C and T right there. C, T, and then we have F and I. So C, T, F, and I. And then you don't have to rotate one more again because these letters will already be in reading order. So by the time you do this all over again, you'll see by the time you do this that they're already in the correct positions. A-S-C-O. So this would be A-S-C-O. Now, the thing about this keyword that you see here, you notice it is spelling out words this time. In the earlier prediction, it wouldn't happen. So it would be jumbled up letters. But this time, it can have words now. And these words can either be something like with 2 8-letter words, or an 8-letter word with 2 4-letter words, or a 7-letter word with, let's see, I think it's a 5 and 4. Yes, with 5-letter word with a 4-letter word, or it can be a 6-letter word with 2 5-letter words, or it can be 2 6-letter words with a 4-letter word, or it can be 4 4-letter words. And these positions are all basically being jumbled up. So it won't necessarily be 8-8, 8-4-4. It can be also be 4-8-4, as well as 4-4-8, so on and so forth. So here we have the words. If you can look closely enough, this is seat. We have inject, and the last word being fiasco. And this is going to be used for our third step here, called Sean cipher. I think a more appropriate cipher to name to this cipher would be treadmill cipher, at least how it works. So, we're going to take our decrypted key and remove second and more occurrences of the same letter. So we have S-E-A-T, which doesn't have any duplicates. I-N-J-E, is we already had an E, so we're going to move that. C-T, no T there. F-I, get rid of the I. A, get rid of the A. S, get rid of S. C, get rid of the C. O. Next, we're going to take our entire alphabet here. And if the alphanumeric position of the second letter, so this is the second letter, is the P, and the serial number is odd, P is 16, so it is even, we're going to, actually, no, first we go here. If the number of lit indicators is even, it is indeed even, we're going to place the alphabet at the end of the key. So this goes here. And then, next, we're going to split this key into 2 13 letters. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, I'll just split it using I here. There we go. It should be 2 13 rows. So when you split it like this, it should basically be split off like that. Then, if the alphanumeric position of the second letter is their number is odd, which it isn't odd, so we're going to follow instruction set B here. So for each letter of the encrypted word, we're going to do the following. First, we're going to find the letter of the encrypted word into the Sean shifter, which is what this thing is called, and replace it with the letter that is above/below. So we got to find H in here. And to do that, I'm just going to highlight this so I can find H easily. That is going to be H over here, and the letter below that is going to be a Zulu. Then we're going to basically shift this, if I remember this correctly, I think it's counterclockwise. So if I followed this correctly, take the last letter of the bottom half and place it at the front of the bottom half. So the Z goes right here. Bottom half. Swap the first letter of the top left with the first letter of the bottom half. So this gets basically Z and S. Swap the and then take the first letter of the top half of the Sean shifter, just a Z here, and place it at the back of the top half. So from that, all we did was we rotated it counterclockwise, is what we did. Yeah. So this is going counterclockwise in this instruction set B. So then we're going to find our next letter here. Let's find Q, which is right over there, and that's going to turn into alpha. Then we need to basically switch this, so the Y goes here, and the echo goes here, counterclockwise. Then we need to find the B. B is over here. That's going to translate to P. Counterclockwise again, so let's see, the A goes here, and the X-ray goes up here. Find I. I is over. I have 2 eyes. I didn't do something right. Oh boy. Alright, we all make mistakes, so let's find the mistake here. I see what our mistake is. So I did do the whole thing here with this, but I forgot to remove the letter occurrences with each one. So we have to remove the S, E, A, and T. We have the I and N, J, C, F, and L. And then now we have to replace this at the end because the number of indicators is even, and now we got to start this all over again. But at least we know what to do now. So now we got 13 letters of 2 rows. So first find the H that is going to translate to an S here. Then we move this counterclockwise. So the S goes here, and the Z goes here. Next, we got to find the Q. The Q is right there. That's going to translate to a C. The echo goes here, and the Y goes up here. Next, find the Bravo. Bravo's right over there. That turns into Romeo. Alpha goes here. X-ray goes here. Now, we have I. That turns into E. T goes here. W goes up here. Next, we have J. J is going to turn into an E as well. I goes here, and then V goes here. Finally, we have to find I. I is over here, which is going to get replaced with the above, which is an N. And that translates to an decrypted word of screen. I'm sorry for all that confusion, but hopefully that clears some things out immediately. And this instruction set B is basically moving this entire thing counterclockwise, while instruction set A is moving this entire thing clockwise, if you want to see it more like that. So now I gotta just input the word here. So, and if you ever want to clear, you can press any of these arrow keys here. So SCREEN, and that is a solved module. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, guys, keep talking and don't explode.